Hello students. So today what we are going to do, because we have talked about unitary method, and we will see that how unitary method can be used to solve this kind of math regarding fraction and ratio. And we will also see one two kind of what you say numericals regarding algebra and ratio. So let us first talk about this type of math. This math has said that Rakesh completes 5 by 8 of a job in 20 days. Now, if you take a look in this line, that is Rakesh completes 5 by 8 of a job in 20 days, you can see one thing clearly, that the ratio is 5 by 8. We know that for any kind of fraction, the denominator is the total one, right? Like if you are having a pizza and you have eaten the like 1 by 4th of a pizza, that means there were 4 pieces, and out of 4 pieces one you have taken, right? So the down part is the total, whereas the upper one, that is in numerator, that one is your selection. So in this case also, you can see that our total is 8, okay, whereas our Rakesh completes only 5 portion of that. So that means we can say that to complete the total work, Rakesh has to do 8 by 8. So 5 by 8 Rakesh has done, but as total is 8, so if Rakesh does 8 by 8, then the work will be complete. So this is a complete work. Now we know that 8 by 8 is nothing but 1, right? So the thing that the complete work means 1. How 1 is coming? Because 8 was total, upon which Rakesh has done only 5. But if Rakesh has done like 8 by 8, that is 8 work he has done out of 8 works, that means the total work is complete. So in that case we can say that Rakesh has completed the work. So what we will write in this case, we will write first the sentence. Now you can see that what you have to find out, how many more days, that means days you have to find out. Whatever you have to find out, you have to write in the right hand side, right? So in the my right hand side, what I will write, I will write the thing, that means the days. So I will write here that Rakesh does 5 by 8 of job in 20 days. So days I have kept in the right hand side. Okay. Now to do the what you say unitary method, so first we have to see the relationship. Now if we think about relationship here, so if like Rakesh has to do more work, that is 5 portion he has done upon total out of 8 work. But if he has done more work out of 8 work, that means it will take more time, right? Like that means to do more work, Rakesh has to do, like Rakesh has to take more days. So that means, whereas if I increase the amount of work, then my number of days has to be increased also. So this is a simple PDM, because it's a proportional relationship between two quantities. So we are using here PDM tricks. So first division, then multiplication. So to do, we will see right here that Rakesh does 1 of a job in, now you can see that I have written here 1, but if Rakesh has complete the work, that means how much he has done? He has done 1. Why? I told you earlier that if Rakesh has to complete the work, he has to do 8 out of 8 works. That means you can say like this, 8 homework out of 8 homework. Now when we have 8 out of 8, it is nothing but 1, because 8 and 8 can be cancelled easily. So that means I am finding the answer directly. So Rakesh does 1 of a job in, now division we have to do first to find for 1. So I will write 20 divided by 5 by 8. Now you know how to do division, right? So we know that to divide we have to flip first. So we have to do a flipping. That means it will be 8 by 5. And now we can do katakuti, that means the cancellation, and we can get the answer to be 32 days. So I have gotten the answer, that is Rakesh will complete the work, that is Rakesh will do 8 by 8. That means 8 out of 8 job in 32 days. So again I am telling, whenever you see something like this, ki completes this much work, that like say half work in 10 days or something like that, that means the down portion is the total one. Okay. So and complete work means generally 1 of a work. Complete work means 1. Okay. Acha. Now this is one kind of math. Let us go into this one. You can see here already a solution is there, and I will explain the solution. The question is that example A finishes his work in 15 days while B takes 10 days. That means to do that same work A needs 15 days whereas B needs 10 days. How many days will the same work be done if they work together? That means if A and B both work together, how much time they will need. So to do this kind of work, the first thing is this, that you need two things. One, in one day how much A can do, and in one day how much B can do. So we will find out like this. So we know that A takes 15 days to finish the work. That means to do full work, that means to complete the work. Now I told you that complete work means 1. Okay, so A can do this one work in 15 days. So we can write like this, in 15 days A can do one portion of a work. That means the complete work. So in one day A can do, now see, this is nothing but PDM, just like our previous math, because if I want to do more work I need more time. So that means division, so that's why it is 1 by 15th. Understand this thing very clearly, because this is a very important one. Okay, you have many maths in your exercise. Okay, so this time, like the next time, we will be solving the books exercises. Now, so it is written that A finishes his work. So I told you that complete work means 1. Okay, so if complete work means 1, then in 15 days A has done one portion of a work. That means the complete work he has done. So in one day A will be doing 1 by 15, because it is PDM, so division will be at first, right? Because it's PDM, so division will be at first. So there is a division. So in one day how much A is doing we have gotten. In similarly we have seen here that B has done this one in one day. B has done 1 by 10 portion of a work. So out of 10 he will be doing only one portion, okay, in this one day. So how we have taken for B? We have taken for B similarly, like say B takes 10 days to complete a work. That means in 10 days B does one portion of a work. because I said you that complete work means one when you have a fraction. So complete work means 1 when you have a fraction. So 10 days B does one portion of a work, that means the complete work. So in 1 days B will be doing on 1 by 10 portion of the work. Okay, so I know that in 1 day how much A will be doing, and in 1 day how much B will be doing. So in 1 day how much they both working together can do? Addition of the two work. Like say in 1 day you can eat 5 chocolate, in another day I can eat, in that day like in 1 day I can eat 3 chocolates. So in 1 day how much we both can eat? We both can eat 5 plus 3, that is 8 chocolate. So in such a way, like in 1 day A and B both will be doing 1 by 15, that is the 1 day work of A, and 1 by 10, that is the 1 day work of B. So in 1 day total this much will be done. Now you know how to do fraction addition. So this is 10 and we know the LCM will be 30. So when the LCM will be 30, so this will be 30, this will be 2 because it is 15 here, plus this will be multiplied by 3 because 10 is there, so it will be 5 by 30, right? So 5 by 30 means 1 by 6. So that means in A and B, A plus B, both will do the work, okay, so both will do in 1 day. How much they will do? In 1 day they will do 1 by 6th of a work. Fine. So that means 1 by 6th of work will be done in 1 day. I have just written the same line, same sentence, but I have flipped it. So in 1 day A and B both has done 1 by 6th of a work. So that means 1 by 6th of a work is being done in 1 day. So 1 of a work will be done in 1 divided by 1 by 6 days. So now that means 1 into 6 by 1, because now you have to flip it. Division of fraction, you have to flip it. So that means it will be 6 days. Okay, so again I am telling what they have done. They have first taken out how much is the work of A for 1 day. Then they have taken out how much is the work for B in 1 day. Then they have added them so that they can find out how much they both will do in 1 day. So if you know how much both will do in 1 day, so you can find out that to complete the work, how much time they need. So this is little bit big math, but this is this is there in your textbook also. Okay. Acha. So this kind of math can come. So we will practice more about it. Okay. Some some kind of math maybe that again they can give that A can do a work in 60. Then to complete half of the work, how many days needed? How many days are needed? So in this math you can see here that to complete a work means one portion of a work. So I can say that to do one portion of a work, okay, let me write with different ink. So to do one portion of work, how many days are needed? 6 days are needed. Okay, so to do half portion of work, now in this case you can see that you are coming from one, like one person is having 2 books, so 5 persons are having 2 into 5, that is 10 books. So it is the same logic. So from one, when you are coming, you have to multiply. So one portion of work can be done in 6 days, so half portion of the work can be done is you have to just multiply. So half into 6, that is 3 days. So this kind of math can come. This kind of maths are used in this fraction regarding problems. Regarding your ratio, this kind of math is important. Now this math is very much easier when you apply algebra. So the math is the price of a scooter and a television set are in the ratio 3:2. So when the price of the scooter is 3, in that case the price of television will be 2. Okay, so this is a comparison. Fine. Acha. So if the scooter cost 6,000 more than the television set, the price of television set is what? So when you see something like this, more than, or the sum of them is this much, so it's better to use what? Use algebra. So when we will use algebra here, so what we will consider? We will consider, let the price of scooter is 3x. You know we have to consider x with this, because why we have to consider x with this? Because anything can be multiplied with 3 and 2. This 3:2 is the simplest form of everything. That means if it would be like some big quantities, let's say it can be 3,000 and 2,000 even. So in that case 1,000 will be multiplied to it. That means 3 into 1,000 and 2 into 1,000. It can be such. It can be also 6,000 by 4,000. In that case also the ratio will come same, that is 3:2. So anything can be multiplied with it. So we will think that x is being multiplied with 3 and 2. So we can say that 3 and 2 is being multiplied with x. So this quantity I am taking as scooter price, and this quantity I am taking as my television price. So TV cost is 2x. Now it is told that if the scooter costs 6,000 more than the television, so whose cost is more? Scooter price is more. So I can write that scooter price is television price plus 6,000, because it is 6,000 more than television price, the scooter price. So I can write here that x is nothing but, because 3x minus 2x, that is nothing but your x, and that's why you can write, instead of this you can write directly that x equal to 6,000. So what are the prices? So we can write here, so this is 3 into 6,000, that is 18,000, the scooter price, and this is TV price is 2 into 6,000, that is 12,000. So this type of math can be done easily. Okay, now in this case if you use algebra it will be very much easier, but if you use arithmetics you can do it, but the problem is that your procedure will be much more complicated. Okay, so let us go into the next question. So some places you can see there are 3 quantities is in ratio. So in that case what we will do? The question is 3 friends divided 624 rupees among themselves in the ratio this. So half of the total money somebody has taken, one third of the total money somebody else has taken, and one fourth of total money somebody else has taken. The share of third friend is, so in that case what you can see that total money is 1. Now if you just add these numbers, that is 1 by 2, that means the half portion, plus 1 by 3, one third portion that is taken by second friend, and the last one that is 1/4. If you just do like addition, you can see here this is 6, this will be your 4, this will be your 3, right? So you can see here, yeah, am I correct? I think, yeah, I'm correct. It's 6 because okay. Okay, fine. So this is 13 by 12. Something is like we cannot say that this is the total money, right? Because it's not coming the same. Okay, let us do something else. If we take help of the algebra, so let us see what we can do. So we can say that the first person has taken x by 2 because I am now multiplying x with that. So I can do one more thing. Achha, one more thing can be done. That is this ratio 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4. What you can do, if you multiply, because you know that you can multiply anything with all of the terms and the ratio will not change. So what you can do, we know that the LCM of this all denominator is 12. So you can multiply 12 with all of them. So I will multiply 12 here is to, I will multiply 12 here is to, I will multiply as well as 12 here. So I can do this. Okay, I can multiply anything with each of the quantities, provided I have to multiply same thing and I have to multiply with everyone. So I can say that this ratio is equivalent to this ratio 6, 4 and 3. So these two ratios means this one and this one are the same ratios because they are equivalent ratios. So I am just writing that this is equivalent to 6 is to 4 is to 3. Now you can ask, sir, why you have made such? Because dealing with this fraction term 1 by 2 1 by 3 is really tough thing. Like I don't like to do it, but in some of the cases we might face some problem as well. Now I have the ratio 6 is to 3 4 is to 3, which is simpler, and I can say that the out of 3 friends, first one has taken 6x, second one has taken 4x, and third one has taken 3x amount. So this is the first person, this is second person, and this is third person. So that means the total money should come 624, right? So in that case we can say that the total addition of everything will be 13x equal to 624. So x will be 624 divided by 13. So we have to just calculate it, that 6 to 4 divided by 13 is how much. So if you divide, your answer will come 48. Okay, because first it will go by 4, then it will go by 8. So I am doing it fast, but you can do and check. The answer will come 48. So now I know x is 48. So that means the first person will get 6 into 48 rupees. Second person will get 4 into 48 rupees, and the third person will get your this much uh, 3 into 48 rupees. So in this way, some of the maths, when you get a ratio like this fraction, your first job is to multiply each of the term with the LCM of all denominators. In that case, what will happen? You will get some simple ratio, and then you can use your algebra and do the math clearly. Okay, so this is one kind of math which I wanted to share with you. So these are some typical maths, like you have to do this kind of technique to do this math. Like in this kind of math, I told you that what you have to do when you have two like men working, then you have to find out key for each man how much they can do in one day. Then you have to add them in order to find out how much time will be needed if they work together. Okay, so in this kind of scenario also we have seen that total work means 1. Okay, so like in this case it is given that 5 by 8 of a job he has done. 5 by 8 means 5 out of 8 he has done. That means 5 portion out of 8 portion is done. That is 8 is the total one. So if he has to complete the total one, that means he has to do 8 job out of 8 job. मतलब 8 में से 8 सब करना पड़ेगा. And 8 by 8 is nothing but 1. So whatever is the question, 1 is the complete job. Okay, so if I find for 1, that will be my answer. So this is it for today, and in the next class, that will be a remedial class, we will practice more math and we will be talking about this method only. Fine. So thank you for today, and I will give some this kind of numericals for you, and maybe from exercise. Okay, bye bye for then. Okay.